But the duration of assistance is the big issue amongst people we've spoken to in Kaikoura, where there's gratitude but real uncertainty about long-term business survival now. The problem is that this is a coastal tourist town in which 1 in 3 jobs directly relate to tourism and many others indirectly so. And this, of course, is the beginning of their peak season. Or it should be. The money they make over summer gets them through winter. Daniel Jenkins raised this with the Prime Minister when he was in Kaikoura yesterday. You may have heard that on Checkpoint last night. Today, the owner of Kaikoura Cheese says it's not that they're ungrateful, it's just that short-term business support may not be enough.
What we're trying to analyse is how our businesses can survive over the next year. And what happens in Kaikoura, because it's a tourist town, over the next couple of months is when we make our money. So that's not going to happen. And we're all running very lean. A lot of the retail stores, all of us are stocked up, ready to sell our product. We're looking for a big season. And then in winter, there's nothing happens. Pretty much town comes to a halt. And we've got all our income then, and then we make that cover our costs through winter. And then we take off again sort of November next year. So what we're looking at, like what we're going to need from John Key, is a package that gets us through for this time next year.
So it really is 12 months, because if you miss the next 2 or 3 months,
Yep.
which is your money in the bank time,
That's right.
By the end of the summer season, it's completely over for you and business just disappears, does it?
That's exactly right. So, Kaikoura, we've got 5 months of the year to make our income,
right?
And that's been taken away from us.
I mean, you can't overstate this, and I know we're running the risk of repeating ourselves, but State Highway 1 is your lifeline, isn't it?
That's right. So we're quite dependent on that lifeline, and it's really important to us that it can go both ways. North, obviously, is looking like it could easily take a year to fix that road. Coming south, it could be open a bit more quickly. But essentially, if Kaikoura is a one-way town, you've heard the expression a dead-end town, essentially Kaikoura could turn and have a similar population to Karamea. So I can sort of see some similarities there. We need that road open as soon as possible. We need to get, like for us being cheesemakers, we sell our cheese all through New Zealand. We need to get it out to the people. So that road is everything for a town like Kaikoura.
Yeah, it is. I think that's an absolute statement of fact. I cannot believe your appalling misfortune, because you moved to Kaikoura after losing everything in Christchurch in 2011, right?
That's right. So we've actually, it's quite interesting, John, we've been through quite a few natural disasters. Moving to Kaikoura stemmed from Christchurch. Christchurch was actually 2 disasters. One disaster being the earthquake. The second disaster was having to deal with the EQC. That was just as stressful. So I'm hoping that John gets that right this time.
This is the Prime Minister, John Key.
John Key, sorry.
Can I talk to you about your insurance situation? Because, you know, so many people have talked to us about EQC for years now. and so you want some certainty around where you stand. Are you insured against this kind? Well, of course you are through EQC, but did you have income protection, business protection insurance privately?
Our private insurance, we're covered for interruption, but unfortunately this type of interruption is not covered. So you can say we're covered for the damage and loss of stock, but we're not covered for interruption. There's no cover for tourists not turning up on your doorstep.
So if the government can't support you,
Yep.
And whilst this package extends out to 8 weeks, beyond that, it's uncertain at the moment. What will happen to your business?
So if we don't get a good package, we're looking, our business is so lean at the moment, it would more than likely would have to bankrupt it, and we'd lose our house as well, because we're leveraged off our house. And that's the case for a lot of businesses here, particularly people that are stocking up now. So if one business goes, then the next one will go, and it'll have a sort of a catalyst effect.